What's going on? It's your boy Vari.
And Shati.
From the You Know What It Is podcast, and we are here to let y'all know that we are on Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So make sure you subscribe, follow, and
hit that like button.
There we go. Comment below and let us know what y'all want to hear. I told you we were trying to get it going.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier now.
Let's have an intelligible conversation.
Intelligible?
Let's not start it like that. That's crazy.
Starting off like that?
That's kind of crazy. Nah, but like if you think about it, my mom was in school when it was desegregated. You know what I'm saying? And that's my mom. Like one generation removed from me.
Right.
So it's like I have opportunities that my parents didn't have to really build wealth and success to change my family's life.
So listeners,
our generation's life.
What we've been talking about is, you know,
so that's why I say that.
Black generational wealth and how our families kind of make us struggle. You know what I'm saying? As we grow up, being a kid, they want us to feel some of the hardships that they felt. And as this generation, we don't feel like that's necessary. So y'all let us know in the comments below, man. Do y'all think that your kids should be struggling and that y'all should put them through certain things to make them build character?
And I was telling them that literally yesterday I was having a conversation with my great-grandmother, and I was telling her how I want to leave something for my kids. Like, I want them to start off with something in life, like literally have a college fund, hell, even if be trust fund babies if I could. And she was saying, no. And when I say trust fund babies, I don't mean I want them like wilding out or nothing like that, but why not get them money, their own money, you know? And she was like, no, they need to work for everything. Like, you need to build their character, because if you give them that hand up, they won't be the right type of people. They won't have the right type of character. And it just wasn't making sense for me why they needed to struggle to build character. And we just we're pretty much going back and forth. And she has dementia, so then the conversation kind of started over.
I know how that be.
The conversation kind of started over, and that's when I was like, all right.
My nana be doing that shit to me all the time.
And I'm sure a lot of y'all got people in your family that feel like that. And it's just like, are we even able to break through to them? Do we feel like we're even able to break through to them, or at this point it's just like, forget what they say, we moving on?
No, forget it. Because I think it's a let the dinosaurs die off type situation.
Hold on. So Shati, let me ask you this: you don't got any kids, right?
No.
Do you think you whoop your kids?
Yeah.
100%.
You would? See, me personally, I'm against it.
You think?
I'm never gonna give my kids a whooping. That's just me personally. I'm never gonna do it because I think it's rooted in slavery. That's my personal mindset. I think that shit is rooted in slavery. When somebody acts bad, you whoop them. You know what I'm saying? And especially for me, I'm finna have a daughter, so just on some whole other shit, I don't want my daughter to equate somebody she loves with physical abuse. I'm not gonna call it abuse, but that's just for me personally.
I feel that.
Not even one?
Different ways to go about it.
Like, no matter what they do. No matter what they do.
I feel like there's a way to get around.
Writing on the walls, hey sons, or hey daughter, stop that. Fuck you, little nigga.
Well,
Keep writing on the walls.
I think it really depends on what
You don't think there are not evil kids, but there are some badass kids out there like that?
I feel like if you can sit down and talk to a child and they'll understand.
But you never just gonna do a little hand pop?
No.
Yeah, because I do feel like little pops on the hand or the butt.
Come on, like a little pop. It just get the point across.
So there is no discipline in the quick house then, other than timeouts?
I didn't say that.
How's discipline look?
That's terribly.
So you're not gonna do it. He's saying that
pushing off the discipline.
Yeah, he's pushing it off to her.
Absolutely.
So he doesn't want to put his hands.
Absolutely. To another conversation.
He doesn't want to physically put his hands on her.
Yeah, I know. No, discipline is a thing. Discipline still happens. It's just not gonna be from me, physical. And I don't even want her to do it. But
I don't know why I live on this side of TikTok. I be living on mom talk too, but this common trend that I'm seeing coming up a lot of times currently is these wives and these housewives and these moms feeling like they are like single parents in a lot of aspects of their parenthood. So if you push off like not punishment, but even, what is it, consequence? What's another word for
discipline.
it? Discipline, that's it. If you push off discipline and leave it to your wife, don't you
But
think that's kind of abandoning her?
I never said I would push off. I would not discipline my child.
He just doesn't want to put the hands on
You
her.
said that's on her.
No,
putting the hands on the child is on her.
That's not. I'm not doing that. But I will do because I know what worked for me growing up.
But then I guess my question is, why is it okay for her to spank her?
He's saying it's because it's a girl.
Why just not spank her in unison?
No, because we're trying to get to that even ground now to where I don't want her to do it, period. But
if she does, you're not gonna step on her parents.
It's her child too, so how the fuck can I tell her? You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying what works for me. I know what worked for me as a child. Me getting whooped did nothing for me. When my parents came and talked to me, specifically my mom, when she came and sat down and talked to me and be like, "Yo, I'm disappointed in you. This is why." That shit fucked me up. Sure. That shit hurt worse, bro. That shit hurts. And I never did whatever it was I was doing. I never did it again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like me as a child too. Like there was discipline in my house for sure, with my dad being in the military. But me, I watched from my older siblings. I knew what not to do. But for sure, I knew what not to do because I ain't want to get what they got. But at the same time, it was other shit like being put in a push-up position. For a long, like, hey, if you don't do, we gonna make sure you.
That's corporal punishment. So
but
I mean,
at the same time, it's not physical. It's not.
Nah, it's not me getting my
That's what I'm saying. There are other ways. I mean, shit. You ever been put in the corner, like, you feel me? Just real shit.
You still just it depends on the child.
But this is coming from niggas that don't got no children. So I love to hear your perspective.
To go to your point, I think that. It also depends on how you communicate with your children. Like, I think communication is important. I think it becomes a problem when you're just spanking your kids and not even like explaining to them
what they did wrong.
Or even to go as far as if you explain and they understand and then you still spank them. That's kind of a problem. Like, I feel like spankings, or not even just spankings, but pops, in my mind, are like a continual thing. When children continually and you've expressed and they know and they continuously press you, then sometimes you might need a pop or two. But I just think to your point, communication is very important for all ages of children. Like, just to communicate
they don't know what
expectations,
like,
your feelings, right?
When they don't know what you're getting what? I spilled my milk.
But it's
like dumb shit like that.
A lot of times it's out of the parents' frustration. You know what I'm saying? If they just
people that whip kids for accidents, that's abuse.
You know what I'm saying? It's out of frustration a lot of times, but if you take the time to, okay, let me calm down, explain to this child what they did wrong and why they shouldn't do it again, we're good to go. You know what I'm saying?
Good to go. Now they do it the second time, we still gonna have.
You gotta figure out what's next.
We still gonna have this talk, but hey, I might put you in a push-up position.
Or I'm taking all your shit. Or I'm taking all your shit away.
We gonna get physically fit.
I was my kid for the first time. I called Barry actually, but I was my kid for the first time the other day, last weekend. I felt some type of anger hold you up. Like, I felt like it was anger and me. I'm like, damn, like some of that just spilled over into this ass book.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to where you felt like that was something that was needed?
The disrespect to the mother.
Yeah, that's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I let the mom do her thing. If you still being disrespectful, you ain't listening, that mouth just going off, that's when I step in.
Sometimes kids really don't stop either. They do not stop.
What I've been finding out is, because even my mom would say it before, and I would be like, "Nah, man, I listen to you." She'd be like, "You listen more to your father." And it's like, boys know when dad is in the room, yo, straighten up, regardless of anything. Your mom telling you, yo, stop, do this, do that, and I'm finding out through my son. He is super defiant when it comes to Kiana, and it's like, why does he do this? Because I will be in the other room just listening, just to hear what happens, and it's like, no, not doing this, talking back. Like, even when he thought I would sleep on the couch, she was like, what you tell him to do? You told him to stop doing something, and then she was like, Kari, he was like, mommy.
and then you get up like, nigga, what the fuck you just say?
Like,
and then he's like, oh
yeah.
But what I do is,
all I do is on my eyes.
I do whoop them. After the transaction, I call it, we talk. This is why you got this. I ain't finna just whoop your ass. You don't know why you got the whooping. I'll talk to him.
You give him the receipt of that transaction.
No, we get receipts. You know, I'm really dope. Cause my son look at me as like a best friend. It's like something I want to do, let you know your best friend's harm you.
The key.
bathroom. But you gotta understand, like it's at the end of the day, how it's brought up is consequences to every action that you make.
Facts.
In life. And if you ain't hold accountable to your consequences, how will you ever learn? I can tell you and teach you every day, but let's be real. Experience will be your best teacher.
The world ain't gonna sit there and teach you every time.
No, and I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Every
feel
time you
that.
fuck up, the world ain't gonna just sit there and hold your hand.
I feel
the world
that,
gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah, I feel that. But my thing is like, do you have to hit the child? Is there a way to teach the child without hitting?
I mean, there's some
Yeah.
people that can do it.
I feel like there is.
It is. I feel like it is, but it really depends on the kid. I
that's
feel like
the
kid.
The situation.
And to each their own, you know what I'm saying? But just for me personally, you know, I obviously don't have a child yet, but niggas is finna have one. So it's like, that's just something that I told myself that I'm
Just
not gonna
2 and
do.
3.
And maybe it would be different if I was having a boy. You know what I'm saying? But since I'm having a girl, that shit cook.
Well, we have one of each, so I feel like we do treat, not that we treat them differently, but they're two different children.
Mm-hmm.
They're completely different. One is very sensitive, one is not. One don't care if I yell at him all day. He's not going to do anything different. I do pop him when it comes to safety things and when he's doing something stupid with his sister. Like if he's about to hurt her, he's trying to turn on the oven.
Or the
you get your
treadmill.
hands popped.
Like every time he turned the treadmill on and she's walking around, she'll go back there and like try to touch it and stop it.
Mm-hmm.
But that ain't happening.
Right.
She, I'm like, hell no. But
Hey, that's not funny.
That's not. It hasn't happened, but that's something scary. And it's, at the same time, I don't know how it happened, but like even because motherfuckers die off of the treadmill. Mike Tyson's kid died from the treadmill or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So it was like just thinking about shit like that. I'm like, oh hell no, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that either.
I think the cord got wrapped around her neck. Something with the cord.
Oh, okay.
It's a toddler, right? A toddler, yeah.
Oh, man.
So it's like now my baby, she around this, and it's like, nah, come on. And Kari, he don't really understand anything like that. So
Right.
yeah, and at this point, at what age are you supposed to really start? You know what I'm saying? Like feeling like they should start understanding things, and it's like, all right, by this time you should have it.
Cause I done told your ass 10 times literally.
And it's like
I already know I got a journey.
2 and 3, I feel like, okay, that's too young a little bit. They just starting off, they really figure some shit out. But once they're like 5 and 6, oh, it's a wrap, baby.
But
You should
have to
know.
lay the foundation for that, for sure. But when I do discipline the kids, she's not old enough yet, but I do make him repeat what he did wrong, how we're gonna fix it. I do make him say, "I will not do this again, mommy. I promise," or something like that. So he really understands and hears himself say it. He heard me say it. We had a conversation about it. He gave me the reasons why he did it. Shit didn't make no sense. But I still value his opinion, and we're going to keep trying to move forward in a positive direction. But with my son, I don't feel like I can 100% get around it. I try my best to wait. But what I really don't like is, like, my in-laws. Vari wasn't 100% raised, like, around his dad. They were still in separate households. So I hated...
My dad raised me 100%. My mom, I was on my mom's on the weekends.
But either way, they were telling
Like
me...
Black China.
That's some sick ass.
No, because my mom was working and doing a whole bunch of other shit. So it's not like it was just my dad was in a better position. He went to college and shit like that. He had gotten a good job and shit like that. It made a little bit more sense. Plus, it was my mom was independent and she didn't put him on child support, and he asked. So it was like, okay, what else can you do?
My only point with that was they were getting on me and they were like, well, you need to make sure that he respects you. My son needs to respect me and all this stuff. They're like, we didn't do any of that with Vari, which I understood, but it bothered me because it's like we have two different dynamics in the family. It was your mom and grandma in a house, so you had to respect them. My children have a mother and a father, therefore he gonna try me because there's a father in the physical house. So I feel like the situations aren't necessarily the same, and I also don't like being shamed for that. But that's just my 2
now
cents.
let me ask you this: do you think children know what they can get away with, but do you think you've been softer on your son than maybe Vari has?
Yeah.
Do you
in
think?
some ways, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
But
do you
Because
think
she
that's
definitely-
why?
Do I check him just as much? Yes,
But
he doesn't care when I do it.
But
Because
what part
there
of
be them
being
times where you're
softer do
supposed
you
to be,
mean? Like,
because there's times where I feel like she's supposed to be serious, where it's like, don't play, because he feel like if you playing with him, then he's gonna take this as a joke and he not gonna take you seriously. And
Like
what ends up-
laughing?
like just don't laugh at the stupid shit he be doing, because if you do, he's gonna laugh right
so
back
is that how
and
you're
think it's
softer
okay.
on him?
That's what he thinks.
Because yes, I stay stern when he do that shit.
Because there's clearly a difference. But there's clearly a
But it's
difference. though.
wrong. It's wrong,
okay,
and you're not
right,
supposed to be
right.
doing it.
And there's clearly a difference. If
That
he acts
seems
one way
hard.
towards her and a different way towards him, there's clearly a difference. He recognizes something. Maybe he recognizes, okay, mom thinks this is a joke, whereas dad,
So he
all
like,
right,
I'm finna play with
he
it.
ain't
why not?
But what's funny though, we had this. Let's have this conversation in 2 more years when your daughter old enough to be having these same conversations.
And then it's gonna be reversed.
Are we
Yep.
going?
Reverse.
I already know.
Come on, fam.
Reverse.
to go to
so
Texas.
crazy,
You
'cause,
gonna be
like,
letting your daughter get away with a
I'm gonna hold you
whole
up.
bunch of
I ain't
shit.
gonna. Yeah, if I had a
She ain't gonna be talking to me crazy.
Are y'all
That
gonna
shit
be those
close. That
parents?
shit
Are y'all
close.
gonna be those parents that give
I'm
y'all?
gonna be like, what's his name, Steve Harvey. Like, if you ain't spoiling her,
Yeah.
you might go ahead and leave that alone.
Yeah, it's
I feel you on that.
Listen, because that one gonna be rotten.
That's my daughter. Like that's the like if like yes,
That's the
my
mentality.
wife.
I feel like that's the
My wife
mentality.
deserves to be spoiled and shit
Is
like
that good though?
But
Why
like
is
my
that-
daughter
why
ain't
is
do
it
that.
No, I'm just asking. Is that a good thing to do for your daughter? I know as men,
Just
that's
to-
something
Give them
that you want to
Maybe
do.
you want them. There we go.
That's
I want to
something that
give
you want to do.
I want to give my daughter standards. I want to give her something to be like, because in the same way that I look at Kiana, I feel like her father he set a certain standard of what a man looks like or what a man is supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Certain things. So it's like, okay, if that president needs to be set, then I need to be setting the same thing for my daughter. And if she feels like she needs X, Y, and Z, then she needs X, Y, and fucking Z. Fuck you talking about, nigga? It's my baby.
But I do feel like as a girl, that example doesn't come from just the father alone. It comes along with all of the men that are surrounded by both sides of the family as well, friends included.
Yeah.
Like, what my impression of what a man wasn't just from my dad. It was from all of his friends that he was also surrounded by. So that's why I am a firm believer where you gotta make sure.
All them niggas
You
is
gotta be
an
careful
extension of
who
your
you-
father. All them niggas is just like your
This is
dad.
how you can call
But
on me.
either way,
My
so
daughter
it's
knows
gonna
she
be
can
the
call on
same
every
for
one of
you.
her uncles and my homeboys.
Right.
This is how it is.
But these is the niggas that she gonna see. You know what I'm saying? So it's
but
like,
I'm saying it's just like you have to be around like-minded people because they're all gonna. That's how she's gonna figure out what a man should be.
right.
So what I'm saying is, I love y'all, but also just be careful who you like. In general, people need to be careful with who they introduce to their children.
You ain't lying.
So how do y'all feel about
Seen my kids.
if y'all? I mean, because well, half of
That's
the
a
room,
fact.
Hell yeah.
half of the room doesn't
I
have
really
kids
actually
right
seen
now.
my kid besides.
Hell yeah.
How do y'all feel about introducing y'all kids to new people, whether it be friends, relationship, or anything like that? Like, even I know y'all don't got them right now or whatever, but say you do have a child and for some reason the person you had a child with doesn't want their kid around other people. Are you gonna respect that, or are you gonna be like, how the fuck am I supposed to move my relationship?
Ask that
think-
one more time.
If you have a child with somebody and the person, now you guys broke up, but the child is here now, year in, whatever. You start dating somebody else. They don't want their kid around that person or whatever. Do you?
They gotta give me a
I'm
legitimate
about to say it has to
reason.
be a legit.
It gotta be a
Yeah,
legit
you can't
reason.
just you can't spring on me that you can't be around your girlfriend because
Just because you don't like it.
Right, but it also at the same time, I'm not bringing just random people. Like if I only know you for a couple months, you're not even gonna see.
So
you're not
how
gonna see my
that
kid,
was
bro.
that was the follow up question. How
Yeah, you
long
feel me? That's
until they
just
can
cool.
meet your kids?
Yeah.
Probably.
I hung out with this dude once, like literally our like second time hanging out. His kid was at the house. And I thought that was really weird because
Yeah.
I was like, it
That's
made me
weird.
feel weird on his part as a
Because
father.
did he tell you that the kid was there?
No.
Okay,
Oh,
so
And
that's
it-
super
yeah,
weird.
that's
That's super
And
weird.
it made me feel weird on his part as a father, like, because like we might have said our names, but like it just was weird. And then your kid is there probably wondering like who this random chick is. I'm
Right.
like, I don't really want to get to know your kid. I barely know you. Like
I don't even like you, nigga.
I barely right. So I just think it was like to me it
You're
was a
past the
little
second date.
telling as a father of who he's willing to just put his children around in
Willy-nilly.
what type of situations. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
but-
like we're just hanging out. And he's like, go on, and like I don't like that. You know, you absent, low key. He here, but you absent. Like
I don't agree with that at all.
You're not coming over my
Yep.
kid laying head
Especially if there's no other kid involved. I can understand if you came over with your kid.
yeah,
But
right.
second date even
But
still
a
is
second
crazy.
date.
No,
Wait, but if it's two parents though dating each other, a second date, and you like, yo, let's have the
No.
play date.
Okay.
What if it's at the
But
park?
I'm
Like,
saying-
let's meet at a
No.
play date.
Nah.
No,
Yeah.
If both of y'all have
play
kids,
date.
No.
The kids can't meet each other.
No, not on no second date.
Hell no.
Not on no.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I'm a little different.
In public, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean we in public. That's why I'm not
If it's a
tripping.
park, no.
What if we both just take the kids to the park?
I'm
We're
not
sitting next to each
socializing.
other.
Kids are not stupid, bro.
We're not
I'm not
acting like we're not.
But
We don't know
kid-
each other.
right.
But kids are
We're
not
meeting
dumb.
my friend at the park. You
We're
go
gonna
play.
go. Yes.
No.
And they go play.
And we're
We
there
have a
just sitting there
conversation.
watching.
I'm saying for me,
But hold on,
no.
though.
Understand.
Listen,
Okay, yeah.
I say no because simple fact, even I don't even know how long you gonna be in my life.
Thank you.
So I'm not gonna introduce new faces so you can get comfortable and close to, and then they gone. When as an adult, I made the decision right here. So I mean, I get it as a kid, but I don't want my kid around. I don't know.
How do you
Yeah, I
judge?
feel that.
How do you know that these people are good around kids if you've never seen them around kids? Up until the point that it's like too fucking late.
What is too late?
Once you go into their house, now you meeting their kids, and now they doing what she's saying.
But no.
Old boy is doing. Shoot, get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Being absent.
I mean, but shit, you still ain't meet my kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If that's how you is with your kid, you would never meet mine, especially, and that's already
Yeah,
that's
shit
a red
cool.
flag. Like, nah, I'm gone. I'm good. So it's
Like,
just
if-
one of those. I'm gonna read you as a
I'm
person
not even
first
gonna want
before I
to
can
meet
bring
no
my kid
female
in this whole
kid.
situation.
Like,
You feel me?
I'm
I
not
don't
even
even
gonna
want to.
to,
Like,
like,
if
I
I'm on a
would-
second date with a shorty and she's like,
Uh-oh.
let's take our kids. No,
Honestly,
no, I don't want to do
Because
that.
as a nigga without kids, I don't even want to date a girl with kids to meet nobody.
I feel you on that.
That shit.
Because I gotta be with you for however long, and you tell me you want me to start meeting your kids. I don't even know if I like you that much.
Right.
And then
what if I don't like your kid?
Yeah, what do you do?
suck.
What do if you don't like the kid,
What if the kid
bro?
suck?
What if you don't like you like the
this
person,
kid,
but you don't
what
like
if
the
the kid is truly like
How do you
just
tell
cannot
somebody? How do you
stand
tell somebody
Your
like,
kid is
yo, it's
trash,
not you, it's
bro.
your kid?
It's like you're raising your kid wrong, in my
You
opinion.
got to throw in one of them things like, man, how I raised my kids, such and such. You got to throw in them genes.
Dog,
Look,
dog.
Not how I raise my kids.
Yeah, I'll be like, I ain't trying to tell nobody how to raise their kids or nothing, but I ain't letting that shit happen.
What she was doing? Roaches.
Can you give me
And
the
I'm glad you checked her.
Like it looked
Yeah,
like she
that's
always
No,
weird.
for real.
fight her kids or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, why is she always this aggressive?
You feel me? I'm glad you checked her because she feel like she got to play both parts, and it's
Yeah,
like
she
you
gotta
really
play
don't got to
both
play.
Or some
Play
people
it
just
that
angry
hard.
because I went and got my hair done by one girl and she was watching her nieces and nephews. And the kid just literally was like, what did he do? Was trying to get some cereal. She was like, why are you eating cereal? Like, she was just yelling about everything. He walked in. She was like, why are you walking in front of? Like, she yelled about everything. I was like, why are you so mad? He's literally just existing. Like, so some people
And
just...
that's
okay,
why
wait,
she
wait.
mad.
Did y'all see-
And that's why she mad.
Because
Necessarily
But
judge
she
her
was the
because You don't
auntie.
know what that kid was doing before
She
you
was
got
the
there.
auntie.
Okay, so my
That could
thing,
be, that's true.
my thing is, have y'all seen that thread where it was like, you know, as black people, we all went through these same traumas and shit like that, and it was like, one of them was like, I got whooped one time for eating cereal in the afternoon.
That's not funny, but...
Wow, that shit is hilarious.
Hilarious. I was like, everything on this list happened to me, but one time.
You
so
get
one
whooped
time.
for eating cereal?
No. Listen.
afternoon?
One time in North Carolina,
Damn.
fucking, I come in the house. Yo, who opened this peanut butter? Nigga, I don't know. I ain't. It was my little brother. He had fucking opened a new peanut butter. There's another peanut butter over here already open.
Oh yeah, you
Peanut
Both-
butter expire?
No, not really, but it does expire. It does expire because the shit will start to separate and everything like that. But
just
It still takes
you
a
can
while.
mix it.
But it still takes a while for it to. But it didn't matter who did it. Both of us got our asses whooped.
Because ain't nobody snitch. I don't know who did it, so
I don't,
Oh, so
'cause I don't
nobody
know who
told
did
the
it.
truth.
It could have been my mama.
Oh, so y'all didn't know.
I didn't know.
So somebody was lying though. Is
you,
that
how
why
you
you
know
got
what your little
whooped?
brother did?
Somebody was
I didn't
lying.
know it was me. I knew it wasn't me.
You
Wait,
just said.
what?
Wait, what?
How did you know?
I didn't know it wasn't me.
No.
I just knew it wasn't
How
me.
did you know?
That nigga said
I just knew it wasn't me.
No, how did you? You said
Because
it was
I
your
don't.
little brother.
I wasn't
starting to
eating
feel like-
peanut butter.
See, look. nigga.
So I deserve to whooping. I deserve to get domestic abuse.
That's what fucking lying.
This nigga.
I'm starting to feel like it was you.
And you just didn't
It was
remember.
my brother.
That nigga didn't remember.
But he remembered the ass cutting though.
I remember it.
He remember it was
Because it was over peanut butter.
But
regardless, it was over peanut butter.
No,
That's the
no,
point. that
No,
matters.
but did you do it? No, did you do it though?
Does it matter?
Yes.
I didn't do it. But
Who
it doesn't matter. My little brother.
How do you know?
At that time, I was not eating peanut butter, right? So I knew this nigga was making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches damn near every day. That's why he's so fucking big now. So y'all all seen the nigga. All of y'all seen him. He bigger than Dro. And he younger than me. So it's like, all right, cool. But he was the only one eating peanut butter jelly sandwiches at the time. So it had to be his ass. And
Why you ain't telling him? I know you was.
Why would I tell him? I never told on my little
know you
brother.
was-
Hey, why you
No, I
say
wasn't.
that?
Why
Hey,
you say like yo the nigga had
Yeah,
to be
like,
snitch?
I know
Was
you
a
was a
snitch.
snitch.
He projecting.
I'm going
Are you
to clip
projecting?
this part right here.
Never.
Madre can attest to this shit. He hid one of his report cards in the bookshelf.
Who didn't do that?
It doesn't matter. He hid it in the bookshelf. I didn't know. My mom is going through the room, finds it. I'm like, ooh, he in trouble. He getting his ass whooped. So I go into
so
the
you
living
told-
room. I didn't tell nobody. She found it. She was going through the room already. So then I'm sitting in the living room. He getting his ass cut. Vari, your turn. My turn for what? What I do? Well, you
Whoa.
knew. No, I
That
didn't.
nigga said
No,
Vari,
the
your
fuck I
turn.
did not. He came home.
That nigga said, boy, your turn.
He thought he was finna enjoy the show and got his ass whooped.
Because as soon as she said, what the fuck is this? I said, ooh, let me leave. Because it ain't mine. I gave her all my shit. I'm good to go. Because she was asking him.
That's low key dry snitching though. You came in the house, Mom, here's my report cards. Little brother ain't got his though.
She was asking him for a week. So it's been a week past.
But you already gave her yours.
But we go to different schools. We go to different schools. So
That shit don't matter.
yes, it does. My
No,
report
nigga,
card.
yes, it
If
does.
you bring in your report
My
cards,
report cards do not come out at the
Yes,
same
they
time.
do. Yes,
no,
they
they don't. No, they
Bro.
don't. No, they don't. Report card. He went to a magnet Christian school.
that doesn't,
I went
what
to
I'm saying is that don't matter.
I went to public school.
If
This
you
nigga.
bring in your report card and that's
That
gonna
bitch-
trigger
You
your
did not
parents' mind.
deserve
She'll be
that
coming
ass
at least a
whooping,
week
okay?
later.
Thank
Yours come in first.
Shit.
You
Yours
did
come
not
in first
deserve
leg.
that.
Mine
ass
came in
whooping.
first. Mine came in first.
No, there are
Then he
situations
hid
where
his
people
for a
don't
week
deserve ass. I'm
after
thinking
that.
of the saddest
Yeah, okay, you
story.
gotta give him a pass.
How is that
I'm
me?
willing.
How is that me?
His came in first.
How is that me?
And they went to different schools.
So I was supposed to hide my good report card because he fucking up in school. And then a week later, his report card comes out. He doesn't give it to her.
They
Then the
went to
following week,
different
she like, oh,
schools.
found it. Now
I
whooping your ass.
mean, I would have
You
gave
trying to
it.
blame me for everything, man?
I would have gave
Hey,
it
he
a
really
report
is like
card.
pointing his finger at this
No,
nigga.
it's
like,
horse.
I have the saddest
really not
story
your fault.
about somebody getting whooped unprovoked.
Who? Wait,
It's
it don't
not-
even have to be a who. Just go ahead and tell the
It's
story.
not unprovoked. It was, I guess their mother thought it was provoked, but they didn't do it.
You did it?
Yeah.
You did it. Damn.
I know.
Is it a family member? You getting a family member whooped?
Kinda.
Damn.
Yeah, and I feel so now it's my confession time, and I'm gonna apologize. I don't even know if the person
Hey, shit, I
remembers.
Got confessionals, so you know what it is.
I don't know
I'm like,
if the
I got
person
an old one.
remembers.
Come to church, baby.
But anyway, so I was at my dad's girlfriend, but I mean, I guess it's kind of married. You know, when you like not married, but you married. Like, so what is that called? I guess stepmom. That's right. Stepmom's house, and she had like laid out a pallet because we were spending the night, and her daughter. I was like under 10. Her daughter's like a couple years younger than me. Anyway, I pee in the bed, pee in the pallet. I don't know how old I was, but she was 2 years younger than me, the daughter.
So easy
Anyway.
blame. Easy blame.
Anyway, I didn't blame her. No, I didn't blame her though.
Push her over.
You said it wasn't me?
No, I didn't say anything. I was swift about it. Like, I got up, I changed my own clothes. Like, I just continued to lay down, and
In the
I
piss?
bundled up. No, like next to, it was a big blanket, so
Okay.
like somewhere else. Next morning, like I bundle up, I clean up, like I put it by the laundry. I'm like, we're good. No one will ever know I pissed on myself at this big age. Anyway. So I don't know if she was just like smelling the like laundry or what. Like,
Smell like piss.
That shit must have been strong. Like somebody put ammonia in this motherfucker.
This motherfucker was eating asparagus.
Hey, bro, he's
Like,
dude.
God damn, this shit stinks.
Heavy pissing ass.
Fucking tart.
Heavy pissing
I don't
ass.
know, but anyway, She immediately blamed her daughter. Immediately. And she was like,
She knew it was her.
because I guess, I don't know what's been happening. I guess maybe she had been struggling with peeing in the bed, but it wasn't that night. She hadn't.
She
but
was
she
good.
like immediately blamed her and was like,
She was probably-
and I told y'all you peed in the bed again, blah, blah, blah. Like immediately blamed her. She's pissed on 100. I barely see my dad, which means I barely see this lady. Which, I mean, she was nice, but like,
Fuck that.
she was 100.
Yeah, I
Every
ain't
man for
finna
themselves.
I ain't finna tell on myself at that point.
And I'm
The little
2
girl
years
probably looked over
older
there,
than
Shanti
the
like-
daughter.
Yo. So she on 100 with her daughter. I don't even want none of that.
And I'm 2 years older than her, so it's already
Oh
embarrassing.
yeah, if that's
Shanti was like,
you was gonna get
pissing ass
whooped.
bitch. Shanti walked in the house like, you
Did
pissing
y'all have
ass
a
bitch.
conversation after that?
I
I'd
know.
have been
So anyway, she got whooped about it. I never
Have
said
you
nothing.
ever
She
seen her
never
since?
said nothing. Yeah, I've seen
Oh,
her.
I'd have been
It's
sick.
just been one of those situations. Maybe she was just too young to put two and two together, or maybe she
Are you
just
ready to
never
tell
had
her?
nothing to
You
say.
know
I
that
don't.
She
knows
ever
she didn't
see
be in
this,
the
she
bed.
gonna think about that ass whooping.
She gonna come.
She'll be like, yo, I knew I was not tripping.
I knew I ain't pissed.
No, I didn't.
She gonna go straight to her mama and show her the
Remember
clip.
that shit word for word, like yo.
She gonna
No,
go to her
and
mama
I
with the
really
clip.
do want to apologize. I was not brave enough. It's not funny. I was not brave enough to step up and be like, I peed in the bed. Yell at me instead.
It happens to the best of us.
Niggas really
So-
got some dumbass shit,
It was-
bro.
I got Wolf for coming in the house 2 minutes late.
You know
Got
how-
whooped.
Well,
They took my
well,
door.
you said 2 minutes late.
2
Not
minutes.
the door.
Well, you should have been late.
Yeah, on God.
See, look, there
Hey,
you go.
street lights
people
on.
like that.
Your
I
ass
hate
is
people-
late.
If I
No.
say be home at 7, you home at 7.
Exactly.
But to get whooped?
That's-
Yes.
Come on, my nigga.
What
Like,
the-
I
Are
hate
you late
that shit.
every day? Wait,
It
first of
don't-
all, I know
don't be
you
late,
ain't
don't be
talking,
late.
mister, I'm not gonna spank my kids.
But
How do you have a rebuttal for anything?
because I got
Ooh.
whooped as a kid. What are you
You
talking
can't
about?
have
So
a
you
rebuttal.
want? So
Yeah,
you
he
want
can.
niggas to
He
get
cannot have a
whooped.
rebuttal
If
if
he
he's not.
if he got whooped,
If
then
he
he
is
can
not
have
gonna
one.
spank his kid, then he cannot
He said
have a
he don't wanna
rebuttal
spank
for
your
a
kid.
But
spanking.
he said he got
No,
whooped.
not your experience. You're making a rebuttal to like
Well, he
dumb
also
reasons
said,
people
though,
getting spanked.
No.
He whooped us, didn't do nothing.
Where are my keys?
Right, but Vari was like, I was 2 minutes late.
Open that door.
And then Quick was like, well, you should have been late. Like, basically justifying the spanking when you're not even gonna spank your
they out
kids.
there?
So let's
but-
not act
no,
like
the
you
Rico
can
guy.
justify.
They
She
still
out
get
there?
disciplined for not being there on time.
Right, but don't you
I don't know.
justifying the spanking?
No, I'm justifying the discipline.
You're justifying the spanking then, because the discipline
No,
was the
he should
spanking.
have got disciplined.
Which was
There's
the
a
spanking,
difference.
but it already was the discipline, and it was the spanking. So was the spanking okay? Yes or no?
In his case, yes.
No, you can't say that. See?
Yes, I can. Because
No.
I'm not the parent that did it.
No, how is it okay in his case, and you're not even gonna
Because
spank your
I'm
kid?
not doing it.
You sound like a hypocrite.
How?
Boy.
Because how can a spanking be okay in his case? You're not even gonna spank your kid.
If you spank your kids, it's okay because they're your kids. I have my own kids.
No,
I don't
you're
have to do it.
justifying the spanking. You're saying,
Ooh,
yes, it's
that-
okay.
look
They
at Daddy
spank.
Like, what are you
Quick.
talking? That you have kids, you spank them, yes. That is okay for you to do. I have my own kid. I don't have to do it.
I'm just
That's not me being a
saying,
hypocrite.
you can, that
but you
is being a
justifying
hypocrite.
Somebody else.
Getting spanked.
That's him. That's
but
his
you
parents.
You're literally
justifying it when he told you that he
justifying
didn't
it,
do
though.
And you was like,
Can we
No,
put that
he
lighter?
don't.
so
He,
your kids ain't gonna deserve it?
I'm not whooping my kids, so I don't have to worry about that.
We gonna keep going in circles. I get what you're-
Maybe I'm not understanding.
No,
Maybe.
no, no. I get what you're saying, and I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just.
Nor am I.
confused
He
at
should have
where
got
you-
it.
We're
He
just
should
trying
have
to
been
point out
disciplined.
choke
Let me put it that way.
hypocrisy.
He should have been disciplined because he showed up late. Whether it's 2
But not
minutes,
spanked, right?
whether it's he should have been
Should
disciplined.
he have been spanked?
No.
Whatever his parents deemed necessary.
Had he
he
been
should
your
have.
child,
Had it been
should
my
he
child,
been
I
have
wouldn't have
been?
whooped him, but they would have got
So
disciplined.
had he been your child, he would not have been spanked.
No, but he would have been disciplined.
Right. So then he should not have been spanked.
He should have been disciplined.
Then in your morals and opinions, he should not have been spanked
If he was
because
my child, he would not have gotten spanked. He would have got disciplined.
that means he shouldn't have been spanked then. We're saying the same thing.
Kind of sort of.
I think we are.
I
It's
understand.
as did I. I got one for not eating cereal one time.
Yeah.
I was the most honest kid ever. Like,
I
if I did
You
something
still
like
got whoopings?
that, hell yeah.
ain't get
No,
with
no.
it.
I didn't get
You gotta
spanked
learn.
much.
It was hailing
Oh, it
outside.
wasn't easy though. You gotta catch me.
I got
That's what I'm
popped as a
saying.
toddler, and I
learned
think that
high
helped.
I learned from my siblings.
Stitching cord.
They
It
got-
I used to
was
put on so many clothes.
Fam, my brother set me up. He told me to go tell my mom
Y'all
it was
still getting
hailing
spankings?
outside, because it was. So I
And,
go
like,
tell my mom,
middle school
hey,
and
mom,
stuff?
it's hailing outside. Wow. I'm like, damn.
Smacked?
I mean, I got
the
what
fuck
out
out of
she
me.
was lying.
I'm like, God damn.
That'll get
Now
it.
you
That'll
use the word lying.
do it.
Yeah,
That'll do it.
You can't say lying.
Oh yeah.
Telling the fib.
Yeah, you can't say lying.
But then you can't.
Yo, what is that? What
That's a
is
lie.
telling the? Why you can't say people
It's like a
lie?
story that can be changed.
Like, come
But we
on,
could say
nigga, you
lying.
lie.
Because
I
you
don't know what
lied,
that
literally.
is.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Like the word lie is
I deserve that
disrespectful.
whooping.
It's weird. That's weird.
Why is lie disrespectful?
Why? A lie is a lie, right?
Right.
Yeah, why you gotta say I'm telling the
feel
story?
like a
So
lie.
why we lying about
Yeah,
it?
like,
That's some old people shit.
so why you lying about it?
My mom used to whip me on that. Like, I don't.
Okay, someone heard it.
I ain't gonna whip you for it, but. that's
Yeah,
fine.
I feel like some
And
of
Erika
those
still
little-
making her song?
Yes.
I feel like
Yeah, I
some
think
of
so.
those small things that we used to get in trouble for words like lying was damn near a cuss word. I feel like that shit stops here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be something that we push.
Yeah, but
Nah.
if
For sure.
Kari says, "Mom,
Stop
you're a liar," you're not gonna feel the type of way.
Of course I am, but I'm gonna talk to him about it. I'm not gonna
Well,
whoop him
fuck my
because
shit,
it's
man.
still a word and he's still understanding what it is.
And I feel that.
I didn't understand why. We didn't understand how much power, quote unquote, that word.
Nigga, we're
We
all
could-
20 years old. We don't understand it now.
So
We couldn't say stupid.
No, we understand it. We just choose.
No, I don't know why I got hit for saying lie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand
that.
I don't understand
I thought
it.
it was a cuss
To
word.
this
No, I
day, I
thought you
don't
meant-
understand
I
it.
Like
thought you
it was
were
a
saying
cuss word or
understand what you
something.
said.
yeah.
But now everybody in our generation use the word anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
And see, spankings for stuff you don't understand really are traumatic experiences because I bet everybody can remember a spanking they got for something they did
And
not
that
understand.
goes
But
back
however-
to everything with what y'all talking about
So-
with explaining back to your child why you got spanked.
Right.
All right, so
I mean, I learned after the fact, but I still, because I didn't understand at the time, I shouldn't have got, and it wasn't even a whooping. My grandma like snatched me up by my collar and it was the most aggressive thing she ever did to me and it was in public and like it was traumatic.
That
But
was
anyway.
embarrassing. That shit definitely would
Man,
traumatize
Yeah,
me.
and
Embarrassment
like,
is worse
and then
than
it was for
anything else,
something
bro.
that I had never
Yeah, whoever
even
got their
like
ass whooped for
got
that,
like
they-
nothing. Nobody had ever told me,
came
like
to
you know
the
what I mean.
school.
Me? But that was because I was fucking up.
My pops fought me he fist fought. And I'm talking about me and him had a fist fight the second I stepped off the bus because he found out I cheated on the test. I had a
Hell
football,
no.
I had a football
But
game
see,
that same
and
day.
now-
You gotta
but see,
called
now
the school
this,
and said,
fall
"Don't
down.
go."
and quit, and that's why I know you with the
We was
whole
lined up
military,
for
like
the
and
recess.
being in North
You
Carolina.
gotta dodge
I
them and push them
understand
a
that.
little bit and
pop
they fall, and then
he
you gotta
called
help
the
them
school.
up.
He said, "Hey, put Marcus on the phone." I answered the phone. I'm like, "Hello." He said, "Don't even think about going to that game today." I'm like, You know when I told the bus driver, hey, drop me off last. Fuck everything.
Hey, look, I'm not even trying to go.
Yeah, I'm
You should have got off at a different stop
Please drop me off last.
and walk.
Hey,
So if you
quick,
walked
I'm
out
already
and dropped off
blessed.
at a different stop where you wasn't supposed to?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
was
Like, that
over.
was-
Wait, were y'all
I
getting
done seen
whoopings
my
after
dad.
elementary school?
Ming, 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 ming.
Yo,
Yeah.
My grandfather put him in my
My
chest so
last whooping I
hard, dog.
got was 11th grade.
Y'all wasn't
great.
running
Junior
after
year.
elementary school? Y'all wasn't running?
You gotta come back.
I got whooped so
I'ma run
bad.
every time.
Like,
Hey, nah, see, me and Quick grew up in the country, though.
He gonna close
And by the
that
time
door.
it get dark, you ain't got nowhere else to go.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
so
come
it wasn't
back.
like that. My mama.
Yeah, if you run, don't come back. Literally.
Hey,
But you have to come
No, my mama
Hey,
wasn't putting in
dogs
that
barking when you come back in the yard and
I was
shit.
getting grounded in more like reasonable ways of punishment after when I feel like when
Ooh, and
kids
the
are
porch
age
light
where
be
they
off
can
when you come
understand
home.
what you're
You
saying,
cooked.
then I don't think there should be a reason for like physical punishment. Like there were other means of like punishing me, like taking away stuff, taking away a door, taking away my car, taking away my phone. Like,
I don't know, that shit sometimes happen because my mom used to always take my shit away, so I paid for it.
did it work?
Yep, you
Hold
can't.
on.
Because you wanted your shit, huh?
Yeah.
No, because but what it put in my head is, okay, bet. So when I buy my own shit,
You
Don't-
can't.
you
and I
can't
do
tell
what I
me
gotta
shit.
do, don't come over to take my shit.
But at the
So
same
now-
time,
now we ready to that issue.
Yo
Now
shit.
you trying to come take my shit? I'm like, nah, you ain't pay for it.
But your shit in my house.
See, yeah,
So she petty. She didn't take like the cord to the
Oh
system.
man,
You can
it's
have the
connected to
system
my
in,
electricity.
but you right.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
I'll be hot.
I gotta sit there and
What
look
you
at
mean?
I'm
I pay the bills in here. You, hey, go get your
but still,
electricity.
that's
power,
better
these
ways of
motherfuckers.
punishment. Like,
Okay, so my question with that is, do you feel like that still prepared you for life? Because like,
Yes.
when you get a whooping, when you get a whooping for something that you didn't do, granted, that's not. We feel like we shouldn't do that, blah blah blah. However, in life, shit happens to you that's not your fault. So I feel like all of those tiny lessons still kind of prepared you for real life.
Yes, they prepared me for real life, but I could have learned those exact same lessons in a less physical way.
And
I agree with that.
I'll say me being the fourth child, I learned from them. So like, the top my oldest sister, my older brother, and everything, they got it all for sure. I watched, I seen it all.
And people be softer on their younger kids.
That's a fact.
People be softer on their younger kids too, though.
So, but that's what I'm saying. And at that same time, like,
is it a big age
it
gap?
was there 8 years.
Yeah, I got 9.
8 years
yeah.
and then 10 years.
Yes, a lot of people.
But yes and no.
They be like,
but
do
I'm
what
saying,
you
like,
want.
my pop's on what, like 55. I'm what? 20, yeah, he 55. My mom's 53. So it's like, boom. They what you call it? My pop's kind of he teared off on that, but he was still on that shit on me, like for sure. And that's why I knew, like, hey, I'm not really doing this and fuck with it. But at the same time, he was low key gone in the military overseas and shit like that.
Were you not doing it, or were you doing it in a way where you wouldn't get caught?
I was doing it in a way I couldn't get caught.
So you still did it. You just learned from your siblings how not to get caught.
Fact.
So you did. It really didn't. It
Yes,
taught you how not to
yes.
get
Y'all
caught.
was really just getting in
but I
trouble
will
all the
say-
time?
Yeah.
Certain
Absolutely.
things.
Were you just not allowed to do stuff?
Niggas is
No, I was just not saying because one time my mom.
But it was certain things. But I say through my life, it was more of I knew what not to do. It was certain things I'd be like, okay, I might have got away with
Like,
some
what were
shit
y'all
for
doing to
sure.
be
That
in
was-
trouble all the
shit.
time?
I used to do shit and I'd go tell my mom, like, oh man.
They used
It's like, damn, somebody, like the window just busted down the street.
no
Whole
see
time I might bust that-
my brother used to
When the block come
fight
talk
all the
to her,
time.
no, seriously, when the block come talk to her, like,
She be like, yo,
she
oh, he
already
told me.
know, you know what I'm saying?
Fact.
He told me
I'm
about
not
that.
question until I get caught up and then it be worse. But
See, now I was bad when I was a kid for no reason at all because I had what I needed and my dad was giving me shit, my mom was giving me shit. But for some reason, I was just bad as fuck at school. So one time I was fucking up and I'm like throwing chairs and shit like that.
Oh, you
in
was
this-
that kind of bad?
You was a little white boy. in
Wait, was it
school,
middle? Wait, was it?
Damn, can I finish the
Wait.
story? Let me
This
finish.
matters. Was it elementary or middle school?
It was way before that. It was pre-K.
Oh, you was.
I got kicked out of the pre-K.
Oh.
So there was a window. There was a window for
tables and
like
shit.
so all the classrooms had windows and shit like that. So you could see in there. My mom was just standing on the other side of the window looking at me, watching me the whole time.
Like an ass.
And then I turned around with the chair in my hand, and then she was like, Bet. Let's go to the bathroom. Beat the shit out of me, boy.
And you deserve it.
Beat the dog shit
sure.
out of me. Yes,
Yeah,
I
that
deserve
was
that
that.
shit. For sure.
I'm
Yeah.
wilding out.
Going crazy.
You needed.
For what?
You needed that.
This nigga was
That's-
throwing
That
fucking.
is, yeah, that's kind
basically
of
my
crazy.
ass beat. I was mad. I ain't gonna fuck. My mom can hold me. I did ROTC and everything. It was fun. That's why I knew military wanted me because I hate them niggas yelling at me, bro. It was stupid. Nah, yeah, fuck all that.
Y'all
I
niggas,
ain't know how to receive.
ain't
that.
nobody yelling at you, boy.
Like, watch how you talking to me. That's my mind.
They yelling at you for 2 months and then that's it.
Really?
I wish a nigga in the military would yell at
No,
me.
they try. They try to yell at some people.
They try.
No, they do yell at some people.
They try.
The people they know they
It's just you was
When I was on
They-
set for the VA
you
thing,
wasn't in the-
they
you
wasn't
was-
maintaining.
they
You wasn't
get
in the
yelled
they maintained
at.
it more
They
than
get
regular
beat.
niggas.
They not yelling. Nah, that shit.
No,
They
literally.
said they was getting
I
beat
ain't say
and
it
yelled
had
at.
Or the right
Was that-
time.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said they what?
Was getting beat and yelled at by their own. Like,
Shotty, I'm gonna put you on
This
the
is-
game.
is this
they
after
have
boot
to
camp?
say that because they want to get disability.
at basic training, I guess.
Yeah, I was
Like,
finna say
No, that
something.
happens at basic, yes.
oh, okay, so
That is a
y'all do
normal
get
thing.
beat
Niggas
and
is
yelled
not getting
at.
beat
No,
in basic training.
At basic training, they don't
Someone
beat,
got
they
in
don't tell you to
trouble.
drop.
One person got in
But
trouble.
she
Nigga, that
doesn't
is
know
not
what
a
that
beat.
means. So explain what
One
getting
person
beat
got
Oh,
in
not
trouble.
getting, not physically.
No, they said they did
Smoke.
they sheeted them or
Sheet.
knighted
That's
them. No,
funny as hell.
something. It was like at night.
At night, they put a sheet
something-
over him and beat him with a sock. They beat him with a sock with a
Yeah,
locket.
that's
Man,
That's
these
what they
niggas
said
been
they
watching a lot of
did.
Full Metal
Yeah, they
Jacket.
watching
bro.
a lot of that.
And it was,
shit
it was
never
like
happens.
40.
Yeah, that did.
that's some.
They was in-
But you're
No, I'm
If
saying
it,
my
was,
problem-
if it was in the 1940s, maybe.
you're
No, I'm saying,
This was like this was like early
Nah, if it's
2000s,
some
right after
motherfucker who done fucked up some
9/11.
shit,
No.
they for sure was
No.
doing it.
Ain't nobody was getting beat with no locks after
Not even right
Well,
after
no,
9/11.
you gotta, we gotta really think about how the
It was bars
military
of- it
is
was
and how
bars of
shady
soap,
these
not
niggas
locks.
is, and how they just be, like that whole shit in Texas with that girl that had died.
Hella people died in Texas.
Hella people died from that same
Hella
base.
niggas been dying.
Niggas killing niggas.
Boy.
It's a
That's a
death
So
graveyard.
let's not say that.
Imagine
what
how
she's
many
saying
You know
isn't
what?
true.
Hey, you know what? I take all that back. Good for
I
her.
swear
You know?
I would go AWOL if
Hey,
they was like,
everything
we're
the niggas was telling
stationing
you is
you at
true.
Fort.
No, you not.
Say me there.
Not me.
The graveyard.
Bro, the Army always has
real.
something going on, though. Like that girl who was deployed and they fucking poured, like, acid all over her privates and shit.
That part was so fucking
There's like 4 people that raped that woman.
Yeah,
And they
poured acid on the
They
coochie
poured
to
acid
try to
all
get
over.
rid of the fucking...
Poured acid on who?
All over her
black
private. They
woman.
killed her, then they poured acid all over her privates and shit.
so they
can
couldn't get no DNA from it.
Crazy. Yeah.
And I don't think they ever got
That's
really
not
punished.
there. I'm
Don't
gonna keep
think
it
so,
big.
yeah.
There's be some sick ass shit that go on.
It's a
in the
lot
military.
of sick
I'm
ass shit.
sure.
I know.
I'm sure.
I can't say that.
In the same way, I'm just trying to tie
I was
everything
about to say,
back
I
into
know
what
it,
we talking.
nigga.
Fucking in the same way
Yes.
that we look
Speak
at
up.
our parents
Speak up.
and that we look at the older generation and shit like that. Like that's how I was when I was in the military because I was listening to these motherfuckers. I'm like, these rules are backwards as fuck. Like y'all are telling me that I can't fucking, as a grown ass man, as an adult, I can't stay out past a certain time. I gotta come back to. I have to be in a barracks.
By midnight.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have to
I
like.
was in trouble so many times, bro.
This shit was that. Some of the shit was wild. It was like they wanted you to be celibate. I'm like, how am I supposed to bring? Because Kiana came to the base. It's like, how the fuck you got me on this twin size bed?
Cracking shit.
On my mom's ass.
Hey,
On
them
my
twin
soul.
side matches
On
go
my soul.
crazy.
on the twin side, smoking some shit out on my mama, boy. What? On the twin.
Hey, I
Come
got.
on, bro. Stop playing on the twin
I
side.
put two of
Bro,
the
big ass had a
bitches
twin size cracking
together. Nigga,
shit.
yo, I put two of the bitches together.
I'm already knowing.
I really put two of the
I'm
bitches
already
together and I
knowing.
tied them with 550 cords.
You go to fucking the hospital chicks joint. They got the queen size bed.
I would've
Cracking
been crack.
He not lying either.
Come on, man. We lived it.
God damn, boy. Me and Quicken had some of these same
We
experiences.
lived
See,
it.
but I
bro.
guess our parents did. They helped us. They set us up for some things. Because definitely when I grew up and shit, I before the military, I had a certain amount of respect for people and shit like that. So it was like I just got in to get a little bit more discipline and shit.
You
but
went in to
just
get
for some discipline.
I went in because I was broke.
That part too, obviously.
I was broke.
Obviously, I'm broke, but there was some other things that come with this. It's like I'm not gonna go in and just be a stupid nigga. I'm not gonna come out a dumb nigga.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
not
it's like
even
I'm gonna
option.
get something from this other than some money. I know the money's coming, but let me get something else.
Man, it ain't that much.
Nah.
Gonna give
Bro,
it a
listen.
bean.
That's a fact.
It
I
ain't
came out as an E1, bro. I wasn't getting shit for a little bit.
Listen,
E1. It's crazy.
I did 4 years.
God damn, I'm sorry.
damn.
Nigga said, damn.
On my soul.
4 years?
This nigga was a
Dude,
grunt.
yeah.
Floor sweeping, trash taking out ass nigga, man.
Nigga, we was all the
Why
same.
was that happening?
Yeah.
Wait, why
No.
did you get out at E1?
Nigga,
No, I didn't get out of E1. No, I started out as an E1.
Oh, everybody
Oh.
did.
Army?
No, he was in the Air Force.
Oh,
That's
nigga.
how me and Drew know each other.
No, niggas thought I got. Oh, no. I started
I thought you
out as an
was
E1.
I was like,
yeah,
damn, you was there for
yeah.
4 years and got out of this E1. You fucking
really?
Yeah, you take
Nah, 10. I did
up to
10.
a certain rank. Once you get to a certain rank, you take tests and shit.
Whatever brand.
The Air Force is the one to go to if you had to go.
Oh, yeah, nah. Hey, look, Kadena was clutch, nigga.
On my soul.
We done with the Air
If I
Force. We
stayed,
done with
if
the
I
military.
stayed in Japan,
We got people in here who ain't in the military, and they sitting over there bored.
I'm cool.
Do we have any other
I
topics?
got people in the military. I'm just
The
listening to
preschool
what
teacher
y'all
we ain't
saying.
talk about.
oh, we ain't even talk about it. Which one you was talking
The
about?
thick, super
Being an army
booty.
brat, you know, it just sound funny.
I think so.
Hey, they really wanted to fire that lady because she
Some
thick.
weak ass
Yeah,
Air
that's the
Force.
one that we shared on
Sexist.
okay, yeah.
Sexist. Sue, why would you sue?
I really real life have a problem with that because I had a job a long time ago where there was a fat bitch in there and she was wearing muumuus and these fucking dresses.
What are a
What's
muumuu?
a
Describe a
muumuu?
muumuu.
Yeah, what is a
muumuu
moo?
is like it's like a
We don't know.
nightgown. Like it's like
Oh, she was that big.
yes.
That shit
She
your
could-
grandma
and
used to
That
wear.
bitch could only wear nightgowns.
She could only wear those or like
Exactly.
cotton leggings and shit, right?
Yeah.
I came in there in a sundress and some sandals one time.
Mhm.
Mind you, we in a call center. We in the basement of this hotel.
Ass was clapping on the
Nobody
entrance
came
though.
see me.
So,
And
They heard you.
They came and told me that.
they heard you.
Shut
This nigga-
up. My boy
Hey,
wasn't
this
even
nigga
fat
sick.
then. But he was like, they
Yes,
told
it
me
was.
that I had to, I needed to dress more professionally.
You see how she fits that compliment?
And that's
out?
when you
Right.
should have
See,
pulled the
she was searching for that
racism
fucking
card.
compliment. I wasn't even fat then. It's like, yeah, shut your fuck your ass up, nigga. What you
Because we
doing?
was definitely together at that time. ever since I've seen you, your ass been fat.
Niggas was fishing for the compliments.
But no, that's when you should have pulled the race card and then sued the company and could have been a millionaire.
No, I didn't document it. I wasn't even on that type of time back then. I was about
I've been taking pictures of that lady. I've been taking pictures of her outfit every day. I'm like, you look so cute, girl. Smile. Smile, girl.
I be
like, Wednesday. What's today's date?
What's today's date? What's your name?
Have her hold up a piece of paper.
Man, listen.
And then I'd be like, wear the outfit I wore and be like, this is what I wore on the day. We'll see if they say something again today.
And that's another thing. So y'all
$20 million.
Know who Mary is, the gospel singer?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So people have gotten on them for
being
the way
thick.
that they dress. But it don't matter how they dress, you still gonna see that ass.
Yeah, I don't think nobody should be.
So this preschool teacher, her ass thumpalating outside of these motherfuckers. Like, that shit was crazy.
Thumpalating.
She might have a crazy ratio.
Her ratio is ridiculous, but I don't think her body got done. Do you think her body got done?
Yeah.
For sure.
No.
That shit was not real.
The waist was
not real.
The waist was about this big.
Like, insane.
That's what I'm saying. That shit had to be.
Unreal.
I don't know how
it's
she
man-made.
It's Pixar mom.
She look like Missing Criminal. No cap.
Should we blame
Dexter's
her
mom.
or Dexter's mom?
No cap.
Should we blame her or should we blame the principal for hiring her?
We know why the principal hired her.
Yeah, we know what.
I'm talking about the parents. I'm talking about the parents because the parents
Why do
seem
the
to
parents
feel
have to
like
blame anyone?
they feel like they,
No, because they blame
that's not the moms.
They talking about kid distraction.
moms.
Oh, it's the moms for sure.
It's definitely
No, it's definitely mom's.
Some moms said, yeah, that's
None of the
distraction
dads
to my
have complained.
child.
Should nobody be
Because
blamed
y'all
right
flat
now?
booty
Why are
ass.
they blaming anyone? What are they blaming about?
Because the dads are going to start coming to that school a whole lot more.
Right. No, they
What the fuck?
oh no, my child.
That mean for my kid.
Nigga, quick don't be that motherfucker on move.
Hey, you know what probably happened? Some little boy probably said, Mom, I seen this little...
Hey, mama, that ass is crazy, yeah.
Like, yo, your pops, you seen that shit?
On me.
On my soul,
But
she
my
got the
issue is, like, they said that it's distracting. But
To
it's
who?
like in preschool,
To
you
who?
ain't looking at. That's a good question.
No, it's
Because
To the other teachers?
none of the kids, I think
Them other teachers must be
like
coming to the preschool class all the time. Hey, Miss Perkins, how you doing?
I'm just checking up on you, see if you need
I'm just
this.
saying,
Somebody
you
white
need your trash taken out?
there, their husband worked there too, and that nigga distracted and she feels on shit.
So she probably was like, honey, you better put in a report, and if you don't, we're getting a divorce.
I guess we getting a divorce then. We need her here.
Ain't no kids.
We need her.
She's an excellent teacher.
That's
She's
exactly
an
what
asset.
happened.
Literally.
As thick as she is, it don't matter. If she would have put on a moo-moo, you still would
She's
have been
still
able
thick
to
as
see
cold grits.
everything through whatever she put on.
And it would have been better in a moo-moo, boy.
She could put on a fucking
blowing.
paper sack, and
Oh
you
my
still
God.
won't see her boobs and her ass.
Damn, if she put on a paper sack, it's a wrap.
So speaking of, what do y'all think about what that comedian dude said about Lizzo? His comment.
Aries Spears.
I've never heard of this man.
That nigga fat.
What?
You have heard of Aries Spears.
You've heard of Eric. Shut up.
Everybody's heard
Watch
of
Mad
Aries
TV?
Spears.
Was that a station?
Oh my
On
god.
Comedy Central. It was a show on Comedy. It was like SNL, but it was low budget.
First of all, let me tell you this. I was the type of kid that if I wasn't allowed to watch adult content TV, I did not. So
You want that midnight
Like
watching
that
BET
is-
tomorrow?
It was a lower budget.
I watched the
I'm not finna
master
play
shows
this
where they be like, buy the personal prayer package. I watched that.
You want to see her, Papa?
But she keeps showing her body off, nigga. Like, come on, man.
Yo, you know somebody that actually make good music, man? Lizzo.
Lizzo?
Yeah, bro. Have you heard her shit, yo? Like, as a songwriter, yo.
I can't get past the fact that she looks like the shit emoji. She's got a very pretty face, but she keeps showing her body off, nigga. Like, come on, man. Come on, yo. I'm sorry, listen, I ain't the most in shape nigga in the world, but I still, you know, when you funny and you got swagger and confidence and you decent looking, I think I'm at least handsome, you get pussy. But a woman that's built like a plate of mashed potatoes is in trouble. You know what kills me about women? is the hypocrisy and the contradiction. Yes, queen, slay, queen. Yes, queen, slay. Yeah, girl, your confidence. Fuck diabetes. Fuck heart problems. Fuck heart disease, cholesterol. Y'all claim womanhood and about sisterhood and support for your sister. You know, when it come to that.
People say he projecting. A lot of people think he projecting like insecurities because he said that unprovoked, and then he wants to like mask it. Yeah, he wants to mask it by talking about health, but he's fat. So it's like, what's the reason?
That nigga still insecure, man.
Or he got exactly what he wanted. He knew saying that was gonna get him in the spotlight.
Because now I know who he is.
Exactly.
And I didn't know who he was.
Just to educate you a little bit, Mad TV was like a lower budget SNL.
Mm-hmm.
It was
on Comedy Central.
I never watched SNL.
It was the one with Stewart.
Stewart.
Look what I can do.
Is that the one? I
That's where Lois came from.
You've seen
the voice of Lois was on there. Fucking what's it? You looking like a man.
I might have seen some clips on YouTube because I used to watch YouTube. Was it Can I Get Your Number?
Yes, that's Mad TV.
Okay, and then the one, the nails. You want Preto Gel?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
It was
and then the girl that used to act ghetto. It's crazy to think they used to get
Mad
a
TV.
white girl that used to.
Mad TV, all of that.
Wasn't the girl white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like Italian, but I mean, regardless, was
Italian
white.
was white.
I wasn't allowed to watch Breakfast.
You said your parents were strict.
I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob or Ed, Edd and Eddy.
What?
Wait.
Damn.
SpongeBob
Whoa.
was my shit.
My mom still has these weird rules on my brother, but I be trying to get her to break.
You wasn't allowed
She's not
to
letting
watch
SpongeBob?
SpongeBob?
My mom didn't let me watch
She thought SpongeBob was gay, huh?
No, it wasn't because it was gay.
That's exactly why.
SpongeBob, Ed, Edd and Eddy, and Cat Dog.
There was no reason for Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Why? Because
Why Ed, Edd and
I
Eddy?
guess this was my.
She didn't want you to be a
Look,
stan.
if there was anything, I would have stopped you from
This
watching
the trauma I
Courage.
had. So
or
I
some
couldn't
shit.
watch them because she thought they were stupid. And she thought that me watching them would make me stupid. So.
Did she ever watch them?
I mean, yo, Ed, Edd and Eddy really told niggas to get money. Maybe it worked.
Right, Ed, Eddy taught niggas how to hustle and be creative.
Boy, Ed, Edd and Eddy got me here.
I never watched Ed and Eddy. The only one that she just could not stop me from that I used to sneak was SpongeBob. Like
Everybody had to watch SpongeBob.
I had to watch.
That was like a recommendation.
I had to watch.
Really, the only nigga who said he never watched SpongeBob.
Really said he never watched
I didn't even
SpongeBob.
want to watch SpongeBob for a while.
SpongeBob did not go come on my TV.
No, like, I didn't even want to watch it
Every
for a
party
long
was
time.
like
To this day, like
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob was just stupid.
Rugrats was a
No,
joke.
like that ass. Like,
SpongeBob was funny as fuck.
it was
I
cool.
wasn't allowed to watch Rugrats because Angelica was
watching like,
mean,
Hey
and my
Arnold
mama
and
didn't want me to be a mean bully child or whatever.
My mama didn't
See,
give a
it's
damn.
like the same
Cartoons is
vibes, like-
cartoons.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Same
Like, my
vibes.
parents just didn't want me watching Adult
When it's
Swim, but I
Snoopy
still watch
did
that shit at
Me
night.
too. Me
I
too.
didn't watch it. That's why I didn't watch the Cartoon Network shows in
I
general.
know everybody
Like,
watched Beavis and Butthead.
Yep.
No, I didn't. Pretty much. Name
I
a
really
Cartoon Network
didn't even
show,
like
I
fuck
probably
with it
didn't
like that, but I
watch
watched
Celebrity
it at
Deathmatch.
it. No.
Always watched it. Always watched it.
Celebrity Deathmatch was
It used to have blood. I turned the channel.
They can't do that now because these niggas is really killing each other in the streets. And if they put that out, say they put 2 rappers on there, now these rappers
Did
end up
y'all
dead or
fuck with
something.
Courage?
They gon' try to cancel the show.
Cowardly Dog?
Yes.
I was.
And no, like, I was
Courage was
just
the scariest show
yeah,
ever.
no, that shit was scary as fuck.
I fucked with
Like, only at night,
They
I'll
need
be
to bring
scared
that
as
back.
fuck.
Oh
I'm
God.
gonna go experience
If they bring it back, they
house
can
being
dial it down like they
nowhere.
did Teen Titans.
It gotta
and
be
shit.
like an Adult Swim type of show.
It has to be on some spooky, scary. It
Yeah.
has to be terrifying.
It has to be for us.
Muriel.
Because you gotta realize those episodes when we were younger, where's the slab? All of that shit. That shit was scary as fuck, nigga. Like watching that shit in the dark, yeah, that shit was
shit
scary.
was
now.
scary.
On the low. But
My shit.
I couldn't even watch Scooby Doo in the dark.
That was my
Hey,
shit.
Scooby Doo was
I
my
was that
shit.
scary.
That nigga Lil Scrappy.
you know there's an unrated version
That's
of the
that's
Scooby
literally
Doo movie
like my
out,
nickname.
or not
My mom
out,
called
but
me
floating
Scooby-Doo.
around in the world.
What Scooby Doo movie?
The live action one, the first one that they made with Freddie
Oh,
Prinze
yeah, I
Jr.
I remember that
the
one.
dude from Scream. They've made like a R-rated or like a X-rated, not X, but not rated,
Yeah.
to where it's more graphic. They probably doing some shit. Daphne and Freddie probably really fucking, because you know that's what they was doing when they left.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's not pretend.
I mean, it's already been surmised in the show. Like every time these niggas split up,
Hey, me and Daphne going this way. You niggas go there.
Right. And Velma, you by yourself, bitch.
Hey,
You nervous.
hey Velma, sometimes you come with us, but any other time, you niggas be by yourself.
Yeah, it's like sometimes we're gonna have this threesome, but other times, bitch, you just.
Velma, she never gave a fuck. Velma
just like, okay, cool.
She was never scared.
I
didn't watch that. I really did not watch Cartoon Network because of that. Because my mama.
You love Johnny Bravo, but he was a super pervert.
Powerpuff Girls.
Do the monkey.
Powerpuff Girls. Totally Spies. I watched that.
I watched that.
You like Totally Spies?
Yeah, we are 90s
So
babies.
good.
All of us watched everything on 290
Totally
Cartoon
Spies.
Network.
Hey,
After, nigga, up until a certain point, I didn't stop watching Kids WB.
When did y'all start watching Disney Channel?
Kids
Did
Next
y'all,
Door?
y'all wasn't Disney Channel kids?
You talking about, wait, Kids
Yeah,
Next Door?
Proud Family, Kim Possible.
Hey, do you remember this shit?
Yes, nigga. Go back.
Where the fuck did it? Oh, they took it down.
I'm about to say, that's a Kids Next Door, boy.
That nigga was a straight.
That shit was, that shit was really cold.
Yeah.
I never watched that one.
Isn't
The
that bad?
Proud
I
Family?
like it. I like it a
They
lot.
kept it very small.
It was smooth.
I liked it a lot. I liked
was
it.
really
It's
a nigga.
modern. I like it a lot.
Shit. I saw Powerpuff Girls.
They really made. They
No,
really
I
made the
got that through.
I be
They made
saying,
the
bro,
boogeyman a pimp.
they got hella shit through in, bro.
The boogeyman was a pimp.
The fact
The
that
invisible nigga had a bitch on a fucking leash.
he did.
Because that was not a dog.
That
was definitely a bitch on a leash.
Bro.
Dead.
Yo, they got away with a lot of shit back in the day.
Honestly, you
They
can
beat
play
the
with
brain
it.
out of that
Dumb
nigga, bro.
nigga.
They really beat the brain out of that nigga,
Because
bro.
they didn't have any other black people on there.
Getting his ass whooped.
But yeah, man. Shit, I think we actually gonna be alright for the night.
Oh, you said as well.
It's yeah, we about to be
But now we finishing.
yeah, we about to be done. We about to wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up then.
All right. Well, that was
just
another
kidding.
installment of You Know What It Is, man. It was a little unexpected, but y'all roll with us, man.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and follow us. This was another episode of You Know What It Is, man, and we are out.
In the booth, y'all drink kombucha.